Alright, gang. Hello, hello. I know we're a little early. Let me what's up, Sharknado Sandwich, and what is up, John? We are... Ooh, Dark Angel Deathwatch Assault looks good, I know. We're doing a Xenophase Blade today, boys. You guys don't fuck with the Xenophase Blade, the Xenophobic Blade? Praise the Emperor. Praise the Emperor indeed, Battle Brother. Praise the Emperor. Alright, I kinda wanna play... I don't even know. Purgation? Robots. Debuffs. We want Tsunami, dude. We want coordinated calls. We want... This should be good. This should be good. You the Tech Heresy Blade? No. They got a hall pass for it. It's not Tech Heresy. Take that back. We actually have a chat command for builds now, guys. Isn't that crazy? Imagine if FTG after all this time takes anything seriously. Wouldn't that be funny? All right, boys. We are ready. One second, guys. 1 second. Any tips for soloing? I mean, number one would be dealing with the pickup economy. If you know the pickup economy, if you know to like manipulate the boxes to give you stims, like when you're low HP in the game, you're far more likely to have a stim. So, being able to manipulate that's how you win half the time. Alright, guys. Oh, it's time, chat. You have your tutorial on your YouTube for that? No, I mean, like, if you want to get better at soloing, I just get better at the game in general. Just play more solos and you will improve at them. But like, I've talked a little bit about it. I like feel like the new player guide I have. It's just something you learn. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just if you're low HP, break open the box and you'll get it. But soloing in this game isn't too hard. It's not too difficult. Easier now than it used to be. I'd say most things in the game are easier than they used to be. How do you get that hood? It's part of the Dark Angels DLC.
And neither shall his angels.
Now we are fighting on Purgation. If you want to take a Plasma against Chaos on this build, I will say it's not a bad idea. But the Bolt Pistol is actually quite good at the moment. Let's go into this game. I'm addicted. Your vids help a lot. I'm glad I can help, man. Well, FTG in chat. What is up, Fandom Mighty? You know, we're gonna bring back the chat overlay at some point. So when I first started Twitch, combining YouTube chat and Twitch chat was not allowed, but now, as of like December, you can. Because the CEO put out a Twitter post and was like, yeah, you guys can do that now because Twitch is very professional, as we all know.
Profane mind. We shall pass through your corruption as fire through shadow.
Okay.
End that one's peaceful life. Rise for reinforcements are needed. But this place crawls with Xenos abominations. Leave this putrescent water at once.
Like I said, the Xenophase Blade these days is a lot better than it used to be. You know, when it came out in patch 10, it wasn't like bad by any means. It was just not that strong. But the Power Sword in general has been buffed a lot since then. Long time no see, FTG. I feel like that's not true, Slash Goon Champion. Look, I'm here all the time. Is it known the new class is releasing? They said early next year. Early next year. So probably around February, like we got the Techno Marine. Or March. Do plasma weapons not do anything to zone throws or something? I mean, they do. They just don't have a headshot multiplier. So that's the big problem with plasma against zone throws is you have a headshot multiplier against them, so you get a bit less damage. Not to say you don't do any damage, like a heroic plasma will still one-shot them.
The waters churn with malevolent purpose.
FGI, how you doing, brother? What's up, brother, Ludicrous? Doing pretty well. Pretty well today. Oh, look at this shit, dude. You know, when this map first came out, you couldn't even destroy the orbs. They were straight up bugged to not function. Oh, okay.
Avenging angel to expose the lictor, veiled by alien step. Reloading magazine. Fire upon the fireball. I am airborne ready. Leave this putrescent deliverance. Now, let us visit
Lictors hunt alone moment. You know, I think double lictors, triple lictors, some of the most entertaining interactions in this game. So, like, I don't hate them. I think they're pretty fair as an enemy. Even when they ping-pong you sometimes. These guys, though, these guys can suck my ass. Yo, FTG, I finally did the set of weekly strats. I'm wondering what the first weapon I should get is. Whichever, I mean, the first heroic you get, it, like, almost entirely depends on what class you want to play, right? If you tell me a class, it could be a better answer. I mean. If you're playing tactical or tech marine, Argent Edge. You two hate the flying disc guy? Who doesn't? Have you had an issue with your secondary not firing when you swap from your primary? I mean, that's a bug that's been in the game for ages, so yes. There are quite a few game-breaking bugs in the game. That's up there. The worst one's the ghost parry bug, where your parries will just not work. Like, you'll get no damage on the enemy, but they'll get like the perfect parry. It won't apply any of the 50% damage taken debuff on them, which can actually just spiral into you dying in some cases, which is why it's probably the worst bug in the entire game. It's also the bug that I would say makes the game kind of hard to take seriously at times in terms of like combat loop, because let's say you have a game that like one of its core features only works 80 or 90% of the time. That's pretty bad. What does Saber do about it? Nothing. I feel like they just don't know how, like what's broken on it. Because if it's been here for like almost 2 years now, that just screams that they don't know how to fix it. Okay. I do love me some,
This Ravener has despoiled its last swamp land. Replenishing firepower.
Got a bolt pistol with that.
Jump pack refuel. The enemy summoned. William's hammer rises to strike. They have succeeded whittled down these heretics until they are thousands of suns. Avenging angel, your disposal. Another alien form of the Imperium's
FGG, what's your favorite melee weapon? I mean, definitely Power Sword. Power Sword in general is just the most interesting in this game, I think. I'm just gonna go over here. FGG, what's good? What's up, Dansk? Bro, pop up ready to execute like a well-done toasted bread. That's what it's all about with the Raveners. The fact that Raveners cannot die in their dig animation is kind of annoying, but at least they can die when they're in the ground. It's been a while since I got the bug where the secondary straight up disappeared. I mean, I think that bug happens all the time. I think that bug happens more than the ghost parries do. I was thinking the heavy bolt rifle or the bolt sniper, but I like the idea of getting a melee that can utilize on all classes. Well, what class do you want to play? But like melees that work on all classes, I would say the best melee for a fencing weapon in the game is Argent Edge. The one that is the most overlap, I mean, heavy bolt rifle is not a bad choice. The Deathwatch heavy bolt rifle is very strong in the game. In fact, I'd say it's probably the best bolt weapon in the game right now for automatics. But if you're playing a heavy, heroic heavy bolt rifle is like a must-take in my opinion. Or plasma. If you're playing tac, you have quite a few options, but Argent Edge is definitely up there. Like Argent Edge, probably the best heroic in the game. Either that or the Deathwatch, or What up, FGG? What's up, Big Pop?
The Xenos infested. Wounds of the Imperial. Gifts of the Forge. Onward, brothers! The sons of Magnus skulk within. Wielding their sorceries.
You have to hit the Majoris to recoup the ability charge after a jump pad dodge on any enemy. It's any enemy with Fury Strikes. It'd be like it'd be like a barrel, I'm pretty sure. That would actually work. Heroic Heavy Bolter for heavy, right? Or do you do the Heavy Bolt Rifle for heavy? Heroic Heavy Bolter is way better than Heavy Bolt Rifle on heavy. Heavy Bolt Rifle on heavy is not very strong at all. Or his worst gun.
Viridian, I have received your Auspex readings. Your new orders are to advance to the Archmagos data vault and purge any remaining data, sealed or otherwise. The traitors
Actually, not long for patch 14. What do you pump for most? Probably the War Gear update, I would say. What the flippin' hell? Okay, it's a little awkward. They both decide to minigun me at the same time. That can be a little awkward because you don't have like a long range stagger option. You have a plasma there, it's much easier. But for us, one of the more dangerous situations to be in. Been a Rogue Trader for the past 2 weeks. Bring on patch 14. Yeah, the new Rogue Trader update was pretty good. Bro's always down for the drift, of course, too. It's like most of this game. I would say, like, half the time, people's favorite heroics in this game is also, like, which one looks the coolest. What's a nightmare run? I mean, we're just putting on gross strats until it is a nightmare. Alright, let's do this.
The Imperium weeps not.
That's why the Xenophase blade is so nice against those guys. With the War Gear update too, they drop more colors for the tabard/robes. There will probably be some stuff for that because we saw expansions to existing War Gear a little bit in the last one. I'd be very shocked if they didn't do that again.
Our eyes need no longer gaze at the 16. Do not let that one constantly.
They both went in range from that. How many strats you got enabled right now? Not that many. We'll ramp it up. We got coordinated calls and tsunamis, so it's really just like, I would say coordinated calls and tsunami, that's just absolute bonus at that point. As hard as strats are already harder than absolute is, but tsunami gives you the waves, and then coordinated calls gives you more. If you want to add in like summoner, that's pretty good. Extreme challenge is probably the worst one for just like general gameplay without changing the entire dynamic of the game. Like some of them can be a little weird. Xenophase Blade is like a Necron weapon, or is it something else? It's a Necron weapon. Well, it's a reverse engineered Necron weapon. It's not actually a Necron weapon. But basically, the Adeptus Mechanicus made these, and then they were like, alright, this is techno heresy, however, we're awesome, so we can actually do that. But we're going to make it allowed by calling it our Xenorite Hall Pass. So to use these, you have to have a permit from Xenorite Tech Priest. Effectively. I'll just say it took you to prestige all classes. I mean, I did it in like a week.
Resurrection.
Solid week of prestige, yeah, pretty much. I will say it sucked the entire time. Okay, dude. Thanks for robbing my HP by blocking with your little fucking arm. There we go. I took damage from everything there too. Very unfortunate. What a fuck up.
The generator awaits resurrection.
I'm sure that our lack of HP will not come back to kill us or anything. See the generators over here. Sounds about why I like Siege. Tons of enemies a slave for the Emperor. Yeah. If the performance on Siege mode is better, they pretty peak. The Chaos Siege mode, I think, is going to disappoint people that are expecting a ton from it. But we'll see. All FCG rage prestiging. I mean, prestiging in this game is like the worst. I think it is the worst content. Just endless level grind.
Rise, faithful machine.
I will say the bolt pistol on a Chaos Op is a bit ambitious, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Jump pack refuel.
It's probably going to be Chaos 3 Skin Marines versus Nids only. I mean, it'll probably be Thousand Suns as well. Chaos factions do fight each other. It's not they're all in the same boat. Alright. Like Chaos Warbands, they don't just like stick to their own guy. They aren't like all buds, not even close. In fact, a lot of times they fight each other more than they fight the Imperium. And there are no Thousand Suns in multiplayer, so. What weapon would you like to see a heroic variant for in patch 14? Pyro Blaster, or Melter Rifle, or Inferno Pistol. Anything with like a Melta. I want to at least like I want to know what they do with them. I want it to be clever, because like that actually takes some thought to make an interesting perk effect for them. I'm curious to see what they come up with, because they've actually done a fairly decent job at making heroic perk effects interesting. Why does contested health not work sometimes? Just lost all my contested health. I don't want my Gunbreaker Ravener, lost all my HP. Oh, it's based on the damage dealt. Like, I think there are some bugs for it as well.
Viridian, we are registering a significant warp energy spike inside Nozick's laboratory. Reach the lab and eliminate the heretics. Do not allow their ritual to reach completion.
It shall be done. Viridian advances with righteous fury. Naturally as serpents slither. Falsehoods pour forth like bile.
Might be a little ambitious to save this, but we'll see. First tour, in your opinion, hundreds of hours of playtime. What is the most difficult mission, hypothetically possible, Space for 2, like bonus, extremis, stronger terminus, and double terminus? I mean, just make the player one-shottable. Just turn on suboptimal state, put on armor malfunction, and turn on every single negative modifier. Also turn off contested health recovery. That's a pretty easy one to find. Just make the game unplayable. And you'll probably die. Man, Space Marine peaked for me about a month ago. I was running nothing but absolutes and completing them 8% of the time with randos. Once after that, nothing, I stopped playing. Well, I mean, you have to play the game 24/7. I can't think of any game I play 24/7 except this one because, you know, I make content for it, but yeah, I guess that's a bad example. I can't think of any game I play 24/7 while I'm playing the game that I play 24/7, but you know. I guess I'll just wait for Space Marine 3 to drop. You're gonna be waiting a long ass time for Space Marine 3 to drop. There will be new content, John. Hey FTG, after picking up and watching your streams, I finally almost completed my first true solo, only to die to some blue Zangors with their little homie jump at the last moment, but I'm gonna keep trying. Just keep trying, dude. Just keep on trying. Like, some runs are easier than others, you know? Like, there's an AI director in the game. Occasionally you just get screwed. Afternoon FTG gang, what's up, Osborne? Osborne's in here to claim his watch streak. I know what you are. 3 to 4 years. Yeah, you're not going to see Space Marine 3 until like 2029. What's your opinion on the release cadence of patches? I mean, it's fine. Like 2 to 3 month gap, maybe. Pretty consistent, and the patch drops are usually pretty substantial. Lies and deception, FTG. I don't know what kind of man you are, Osborne.
This means we are heading the right way.
The CEO. The businessman. I tried playing Marathon 24/7. This has turned me off. Now I just rotate games. I mean, there was no reason to not rotate games. Like, listen, okay. If it's not your job to play a game, there is, like, genuinely no reason to play one game 24/7. I've done this before, where, like, I force myself that I have to play this this MMO 24/7. I have to get the next RuneScape cave. But after a while, you're like, wait a second. This is all pointless. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna go over here.
The island conveys us toward righteous battle.
I want to teleport up to me. Yeah, there we go.
Come back with you.
I'm just gonna use the Civ because I ain't taking the risk here. There's a lot that could happen here with a Storm Vulture in my face. Like that, we just be dead, see? Absolute Plus up to date again. We're not using Absolute Plus right now. FGG, what do I do against an invisible Hellbrewer teleporting card effects? You die, dude. You die. You do nothing. Remember that scene in John Wick where he's like, he will do nothing because he can do nothing? That's you. You're that guy. The guy he was talking about. Okay. That lift is still bugged in this game. Hold up Hippo with the 5 tier 1s. You are a king. Thank you. Hello, FG Gang. What's up, Soul? Souls, I meant to message you because I didn't know if you still want to do that collab you asked for a while ago. But I may have time. There may be a time. Every king needs his crown. Quote Burger King. Is this the balanced sword build or Xenophage build? This is the Xenophage build. I mean, on account of us. I mean, technically it's both, right?
Land. Let it ferry us across.
What's the easiest class by outside of Tactical? I mean, definitely Vanguard Bulwark. I mean, I wouldn't even say Tactical's the easiest class to play. Vanguard and Bulwark are probably the easiest.
The lab lies before us. Soon we bring judgment to its depths.
The skin really gives it away. Yeah, what weapon could it be? To be fair, though, you could put a Xenophase onto a normal one now. And Warm Pancake, give it a prime.
hunger is insane. Soon the heretics will face our unwavering wrath. Little servants, ever dutiful, ever faithful. Can you hear them? Thanks, God.
Holy shit, dude, with the 5 tier 1s again. Goddamn. Somebody get this man his Burger King crown.
Another alien falls to the Imperium's keen blade.
My generous of you, brother. The hardest has to be Tech Marine to play. I'd say the hardest class to play is, yeah, probably Tech Marine. Tech Marine does have a lot of ways to like circumvent stuff that would make him squishy, but still. The train is hyped. It's true, dude. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much, dude.
Behold the abyss of their depravity.
No fast charge plasma. No, I'm actually kind of bolt pistol filled at the moment. The bolt pistol firepower variant is actually one of the more ammo efficient guns in the game currently. I guess I can't shoot those. Okay.
Who is the Primarch?
Gotta wait. Appreciate you opened up the game. Also love your streams. I have indeed opened up the game. Thank you, brother. Not the Burger King crown, dude. That's the only crown we got here at FCG.
Sorcery gnaws at my soul.
Do I even care to deal with sorcerers? Not really.
A twisted horror comes our way.
Cadians, you are liberated. Do your duty.
God, these fucking balls, dude.
Avenging. I'm airborne ready.
Another ward falls.
Cadians are breed from the traitor's grip. There lies the front of their sorcery.
Alright, with the Ultra
Seize
now.
the altar and cast their works into ruin.
Damn chaos flavored water, we love it, dude. This is like the Quantum River in Fallout 4.
Advance! The altar awaits our wrath.
Up Emil. What is up, Famal? I rotate between Space Marine 2 and Hell Let Loose the most. Very different games. Dude, my friend's a huge fan of Hell Let Loose. It's a great game.
Advance! The altar awaits our wrath.
Like the World War II squad shooter, pretty much. There was another World War II squad shooter for a while that I liked. I forget, it started with a P. What it was. But that one definitely fell off. The other one did not. Second player base is kind of dead.
Witness how their corruption withers before our fury.
This is just the water of Flint, Michigan.
Gutters like a dying flame.
Well, I haven't heard about that in a long ass time.
Spews forth an army of damnation. We shall toss them back. Across countless battlefields, we fulfill
Dude,
our righteous
the assault
task.
just spits.
In the closing darkness, we are the shining blade.
Our purgation is here.
Demons of purgation is
He said the
upon us.
line.
Destroy the eye.
Postscriptum, yes. Postscriptum, that's the one.
Viridian, Auspex confirms the rift is collapsing.
The humble postscriptum, may it rest in peace. Yeah, I think it's kind of dead. I might actually literally be dead now. Happy with the contested health perk is crazy, brain dead, easy. Definitely not too hard. New boss pending. I think we're definitely getting a new boss in that portion. It feels a little incomplete. Just a little bit. Postscriptum now called Squad 44 because Off-World who makes Squad bought it. Still dying off, unfortunately. I didn't even know that happened. It's tempting to put a red cape on your Malum Kato drip. Can't blame you, brother. Look at that. You know, Phase Blade just slaps boys. If I opened up the game and then you make a bunch of unclear stuff makes sense, which I, as a Chud gamer, found super helpful, dude. Well, surely if you're a Chud gamer, you would have no problem understanding it, right? Why streaming in vertical? That's, I mean, if you click on the YouTube channel, you'll find the normal stream. So there's a vertical format, there's a normal 16:9. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Yeah. The average Chud gamer is just Peter Turbo, this guy says. Okay. We're gonna do a bolt pistol gun strike build this time. How about that? Be a little different. With ample ammunition, how about that? How drip should we rock for this one? Go for robotics, right? Iron Hands. You must play Iron Hands of these. Actually, do a successor chapter. Sons of Medusa. But the Sons of Medusa not very much like having an Iron Hands aesthetic on their armor at all. Alright, let's put on some robotics. Hey guys, first regards here, it's true. One day FTG will get his jaw surgery, it's just not today. Or tomorrow. Or probably the next 5 years. What helmet should we use for this? Sons of Medusa appearing in Stars 2. We are up. True. Awesome. Thank you. No problem, Mitch. Let me grab. We could do this. The goofy helmet. Until we actually get the tabards for this portion, I'm not a fan. I'd rather just use this one. Let's get the wings. We could swap from Sons of Medusa, though. We could do Red Talons. They're actually pretty cool. My man gooned too hard. He lost both hands. I know, it's a tragedy. Sons of Medusa maxing. I know. We're trying, Stolas. We're trying. Personal favorite cosmetic pack. That's actually a pretty good question. What would it be? Definitely not the Salamanders one. I guess you'd say we're about to put a wrench in their plans. Haha. Please don't leave. We do this on Reclamation. Red Towns with some green looks like a Christmas marine. Well, yes. That's why they didn't put green on them, I imagine. Oh, fuck. We gotta swap out the name. Or, I mean, we gotta swap out the voice. It can't be a normalized one. The Dark Angels cosmetic pack is crazy good. That might actually be the best one. It's definitely not the Space Wolf one. That one's not super epic. Think we'll ever get a Grey Knight cosmetic pack? I do not think we're ever getting that.
Hours, 12 minutes ago, the Imperial cruiser Wrath of Espandor. The value of the Wrath of Espandor is twofold.
I know this dude used the carpal tunnel simulation for that joke, the Marksman Carbine. Pretty good. Definitely need a Crayola champion. We're about to the Tech Marine voice. I'm at some water though, because it is like the hottest day all year where I live right now. It was like 100 degrees, so gotta be a little careful. Okay, boys. We need a Word Bearer champion skin? Maybe. Oh wait, shit. I wish that they had given us prosthetic legs for the Phobos set for the Iron Hands pack. Dude, that would have been nice, yeah. But Storm's Dominion, you guys like Storm's Dominion? Water with pulp, woo, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Whatever day FTG dies, that was just the destined day, right? And if microplastics did me in, I deserved it. The 150 hot.com. I've never actually had that. FTG sensing total heresy? Maybe. I can't help it, guys. Just how I am. FTG is a stalker viable in sniper class or just tactical one. Dude, everything's viable on the sniper class. Sniper, really, all he has to do is just be like, do I have purification? Yes. Well, then I can do anything I want.
Combat Squad Phaedrus is already on board and is the tip of the spear. Additional squads are inbound to secure objectives. Make your way to the Ordnance Depot and take control of the plasma cores.
A poetic fate considering the vessel's namesake.
If lead didn't do my grandpa in, it's ain't gonna be my microplastics to do it to me. Well, the thing with lead poisoning is you just lose your mind first. These microplastics just kill you maybe one day.
We will rendezvous with you and Combat Squad Heriton there. Remain vigilant. The Xenos infestation goes deep in this ship. Phaedrus cleaved a clear path through, and so shall we.
Look at that glow, look at that glow.
Tyranid suppression efficiency metrics.
Formidable tyranny organism terminated. Invasive Xenos spotted.
Tip of the spear. Tip of the spear is okay.
Sully all they touch with their blasphemy.
Tip of the spear is an okay perk. I'll go with the bolt carbine.
Multiple contacts swarming our locus. What is your status,
Doom Prime Dio has to be the easiest boss in this video game. I think the easiest boss.
Good. We have drawn their focus.
Only because they're so passive.
Phaedrus repeat.
Well, actually, it's really because they can get... Okay, we
Combat
just
Squad Heriton
completely...
reporting. We lost
Friars
false contact
did not
with
want to turn his
Combat
camera the
Squad
right way that time.
Do you know their status? Nothing useful. We lost contact with Phaedrus as well. We must consider our brothers lost then. Our objective is to secure the cyclonic warheads at all costs. Encountering heavy Tyranid resistance. Battle plan updated, Heriton.
I will say this weapon here is pretty good at complementing a gunstrike build because, you know, if you're going for a fencing hammer, you're just going to take this one. Trigon, I think, would be the easiest. Trigon is really easy. Actually, yeah, Trigon is probably easier than this one. If you have a gunstrike build anyways, definitely is. Trigon is just time consuming. He doesn't really do anything hard. The Trigon's the hardest, the easiest. The Vortex Beast is the hardest. I think the Vortex Beast is just a, I mean, it requires the most timing, which kind of inherently puts them as the hardest. I think that's what most players struggle with. What damage does the Shock Circle do? Same as a normal Shock Nade.
The vessel bemoans its parasitic invaders. The wrath of Espandor itself will avenge its crew.
You forgot the Trigon existed? That was an old ass update now. That was April last year. So that was like... Okay, I keep bringing... I don't know if playing so much, but I keep bringing up Commitment. So with Fury Strike's gonna be a little more careful in that.
Large Tyranid organism destroyed. The enemy bolsters their forces. Ready yourselves. Find a Tyranid online mark.
FTG, what's your Vanguard buff wish list? I think, okay, it's pretty simple. I'm not a demanding person, but if I were, I would demand
Utilizing materia.
overcharge on Vanguard. And after that glorious overcharge is on my Vanguard, then we'll move on to the true prize, which is grapple targeting that functions. Well, FTG, how are you? What's up, Shard Block? We're doing pretty well.
Cycling cartridges. Small
Microplasteel poisoning is lowering my gene seed count. Now we've lost many chapters to the microplasteel poisoning. Vortex Beast requires you to make so many parries in a row. Unless you're running Tech Marine at the Ardent Edge, the only reward is not getting bulldozed and single gun strike. I mean, that parry combo is actually pretty easy. The thing that it's just a timing thing. I would say the hardest part about the Vortex Beast is when he endlessly spams you with an overhead into a laser beam. That's probably the hardest part of the time. That's the part that'll actually kill you most of the time if you don't play him like religiously. Hive Time reminds me of the Griffin from The Witcher 3. Pretty easy to beat once you get the moves down. You know, Witcher 3 actually had pretty decent boss fights for a game that had as many as it did. Granted, like things like the Cockatrice in that game and the Griffin and what was the other one? One more of the winged ones. Oh yeah, the Basilisk. They all have a pretty similar moveset, but they did a pretty good job. It also helps that there's like a lady going like yeah every single time you kill them. Hold on, guys. Burn. Would be neat. Actually, be careful. Your back looks like it's hurting from carrying the Imperium, dude. Look at the Emperor, man. The Emperor's back must be like the most painful back of all time. That guy's got a Ronnie Coleman back. And, he knows, and like 11 surgeries, ain't fixing it. Okay, let's go up here. That's KBH, right? Yeah. SN2 and Doom Eternal are the two games for the max difficulty, but the proper way to play the game. I would agree. KBH. The back hurting from carrying chat. Alright, brother. Hope he's got an ergonomic throne pad. Yeah, he's got the Herman Miller throne. That made up in the Strat. At least our battlefield looks cooler now. I know it may not look like it, but I promise you the Volt Pistol is actually pretty good against these guys. This requires you to actually get the execute on one of them. Why are you so good at this game? Dude, when the fuck did I ever say I was good at this game? Tried to melt the bomb. Also pretty sure I got hit in the face by a ball there. Oh, this beat him. There we go.
Sequence accepted, and the machines thrum once more.
That's all you played, probably. Games do be like that.
Machine spirit, we must proceed towards the plasma reactors at once. The lift platform is in transit. Arrival pending. We descend to bring lights to the darkness. Attention boarding parties.
Doesn't Heavy Bolt Pistol get a significant damage multiplier against stone throws? Heavy Bolt Pistol has a high headshot multiplier to them, but this one also does. The only one that kind of sucks against them is the plasma. Plasma will shit on you a little bit. Because he has 2,800 hours on this game, he even asked for an absolute plus. Bro, we got like 5,600 hours. No, we got 5,400 hours on this game now, almost. By the time Space Marine 3 comes out, I genuinely think I will have over 10,000 hours in Space Marine 2. Greetings, what's up, Albert?
Warning. Coolant rods exposed. Talasa, I need you to disable the entire cooling array. Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods. Target the vulnerable cooling rods.
See, with Elite Hunter and ample ammunition, your range damage goes through the roof. Oh, there's a restorative stim back there, so I guess let's use this. We actually kept the frags. You gotta play a game if you're not having fun, Mang. When did I ever say I wasn't having fun? Oh, this guy said, I'm at 1,200 hours in this game, it ain't fun no more. Well, then stop playing Space Marine 2. Bro, you know, there are a lot of people that come into chat and say shit like this, where they're like, dude, why am I burnt out in this game? I'm playing hundreds of hours in this game. Why do I not want to play anymore? It's like, probably because this is like, why do you think you have to play one game for the rest of your life? That's why I think that what they did with the difficulty is overkill for most players. Putting Terminus plus multiple extremis and dozens of reverse spawning all at once. I mean, thank God there's multiple other difficulties, right?
Access granted to the bridge console.
People can play lower difficulties. Highest difficulties are just for those who want it. I mean, exactly. You don't get anything past Ruthless for playing Absolute anyway, except like maybe more XP. But like, you should get more XP for a hard difficulty, though. Especially the base difficulty. But the game was at a sweet spot of the difficulty, but they went overboard. I mean, People solo absolute and hard strats all the time, so clearly not. I mean, a difficulty in a video game is going to be inherently gatekeeping, because that is its purpose. A hard difficulty is there for players of a higher skill level, and lower difficulties the opposite. And it's been that way in pretty much every game since, you know, ever. Absolute ain't even hard, it's really not. That Absolute now is easier than Ruthless was at launch in some ways. Or the Lethal Perimeter was. Or the launch Lethal is probably harder than Absolute is now. Okay, dude. Should I play other Warhammer games, read lore, build, and paint models, or other things you can do? That's true. I do wonder this myself sometimes, where I'm like, if I didn't have a community of people around me who love 40k and love Space Marine 2 every day pretty much, that were constantly talking to me, constantly being like, have you seen this thing? Are you excited for this thing? I don't know how much I would like continuously playing the game. I have to wonder. Like, you know, it's just human nature to enjoy things that other people enjoy. Like, this is how hype trains start in the first place, where like one person will see like, hey, everybody really likes this thing, maybe I should like that too. What's so cool about this thing? And that's how like little fan bases get formed. It's pretty obvious, but more my perspective on this game would be if it was just me in like an empty video chamber making stuff for it all the time and never seeing like positivity about the game. I'm your #1 fan. But your name is I don't like to watch. So, how can that be true? I hate when the Biopores run away like that, yeah. Do you think you can solo all of Europe? I don't know if we could do that. The Space Marine 2 Dark Tide Roulette is true and goated. I mean, it is. A lot of overlap between the players. It's irony, FTG, come on, dude, yeah. I don't even know the meaning of the word. Bro, a heat wave is soloing Europe right now. Not a high bar. The problem is 0.1% players will just keep raising the ceiling of their masochism, and they'll keep putting rewards and better XP and such resources behind it. Okay. What is in there in the game that is only required for like masochist players? A masochist player difficulty? Nothing. You might get accolades faster if you do the hard difficulties, but you should know. Also, it's not the top 0.1% of players that are able to do absolute difficulty. I think it's probably less than. It's probably a significantly larger portion of the player base. 0.1% would be like true solo, if that.
Be advised, we remain under heavy Tyranid assault. Heat from the plasma reactors will roast them in their foul carapaces. This is ill-advised, Talassa.
Irony? Sorry, I'm iron deficient. Well, you better join the Iron Hands then. Fix that.
Will redouble our efforts to draw the Tyranids away from your position instead. Give the Xenos curs fire and fury Octavio.
The fact that they do ordeal grinds from behind absolute definitely reflects that people are playing absolute difficulty more than not. Well, yeah, they have the metrics. I don't think they would have done that otherwise. Nightmare mod solo is closer to the 0.1%. I mean, there's probably Nightmare mod solo. How many people have done that? That have posted it? Probably like 10, maybe 20. People who have played it, who knows? That's way more than 0.1%, or that's way lower than 0.1% of the player base. So I'd say, I don't know, how many players are true soloing in Space Marine 2? I'm sure Saber has a metric somewhere. I imagine not a lot, because there's not much point in doing it in a lot of cases. I don't even know why I do this. I do see some really dumb takes on true solo. People are like, oh, this build only works in true solo. I'm like, what the fuck is not working here? I mean, it's no different than if your entire team died. Loves it, beautiful Delta. Not everyone's reporting it. I mean, that's true. You don't know, but I would still go. Just if you look at like the total downloads of Absolute Plus, it was like 500 people. How many people were trying to true solo that? Actually, it's probably less than that. True solo should have funny little builds upload to an audience. Well, normally, the only thing that I think can be easier at times are like the Heroic Bolt Sniper if you're completely by yourself. But every other build pretty much is like entirely better in groups. The game is just easier in groups. I mean, 2 extra team perks, even though some of the worst team perks in the game are still pretty good. The only ones that are like true stinkers in this game are like Squad Cohesion and Melee Champion. And most people don't take those anymore. I would enjoy it. Insanely fun for pushing solo. Absolute Plus is fun for solo, but okay. But I would still say it's probably 0.1% of all players. Probably less. Probably far less. If you just look at like number of players. First of all, most players don't have access to mods in this game on the consoles that are like inherently limited. Do you think the reworked Melee Champion, a rework of the Melee Champion called Vanguard, if we rework the worst perk he possibly has, yeah, I imagine that would help. I don't know, will making the worst, one of the worst perks in the entire game better help the class? It's not. Maybe. But honestly, it'd be pretty hard to get it up to like... to get it up to the other ones he has right now. What do you think the Hero Power Blaster perk is going to be? I have no clue. I don't actually even... I have not really thought about this a ton. We're going to go here back in. I imagine it's going to be pretty good. Whatever it may be.
We have lost contact with Heraton leader, and Octavio is pinned down. You must destabilize the plasma reactor. Our brothers from Phaedrus and Heraton shall not have died in vain. We have reached the plasma reactor units. Counteraction.
There we go. We got our beautiful shock area spam. I'm stoked for the new Power Fist. I hope it's good. It seems like a really gimmicky weapon, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like it's gonna be a hugely gimmick weapon. Oh, I also skipped over the restorative stim way back when. I forgot about that. What do you think the Pro Stalker Bull Rifle perk will be? Probably something around headshot damage. I'd be very shocked. Or ammo economy. Those are usually the two. What's up, brother? How's it going? What's up, man? Can a Nintendo Switch run Siege Wave 25? Now we're asking the real questions. Probably not.
Access granted.
Every night, Saber wakes up in a cold sweat and is like, we only got to Wave 24 and the FPS just dropped to 2. We have to postpone the Switch launch, and Focus just says no. Focus just says, any players who buy it on Switch 2 are so casual, they'll never touch Siege to begin with, let alone hard mode Siege.
The reactor and its guardians awaits.
Oh, okay, we'll take that, I guess. Bro, my Xbox can't. PC can't run Wave 25, true.
Waiting on you.
Not gonna be nearly as good as the balance for block versions, I think. I mean, that's true for 99% of things.
That reactor must be destroyed. Honor our prayers. Honor our chapter.
Let the rudest combo you could have done to me there. Dude, what is going on? Can you just get the fuck over here? What a riveting boss on this build.
Here it comes, brothers.
Yeah, damn hammer on your Iron Priest, same Ravine. I hope the Space Wolves cosmetics just keep coming. Yeah, it's funny that somebody actually asked Focus, like, will we get a round shield? And it was just like it's a moment where like the Focus community manager is almost like they obviously know it's coming, and they're like, wow, I guess it's just like straight up guess what we're coming out with. I didn't say that, but they're like, I mean, like, how do you even answer that? It just looks like they have insider knowledge at that point. Thunderhammer on Tech Ring when? That'd be nice. Is this game your favorite game of all time? At least top 5? I mean, definitely top 5. Well, I was talking about this earlier, that, like, in a lot of ways, I'm like, will I ever be able to forget Space Marine 3 when FTG is long gone? Like, 'cause I don't know if I'll be making, I doubt I'll be making Space Marine video game content in 30 years, you know? Unless there's like a Space Marine 7. But when FTG is like long retired, I will probably think about this game when I'm like 80 years old. Be an old man in a nursing home being like, you know, kid, I used to sell the Hive Town, whatever you say, old man. Oh, FTG played Space Marine Classic on the private server in 2016. Yeah.
Here it comes, brothers.
How you doing the double slam so fast? Because the heroic hammer. How fast it is. The honorably discharged guardsman arc? Yeah, me 80 years old in nursing home.
Beware its grasp.
I remember when they brought back the Emperor FTG in 60 years.
Airborne attack.
Control at this point. Very easy boss fight, armor reinforcement in general, but armor reinforcement especially kind of like takes our loss potential down to like 0. Doesn't mean it won't take a while though. I see that one guy at peak high school that he's peaking Space Marine too.
One prime is twice as vicious.
Probably not. I wouldn't even say Space Marine 2 is my peak in general.
Adequate justice.
I think it'd be that, but your muscle memory will be peak, true. When I hit 10k hours, Red Knot SDG. I don't know if I consider the 5,000 hours I spent in the game to be a peak of anything, of any kind. Maybe a peak in time investment of questionable things. Jake Sully's slander is peak. Yeah.
Beware its grasp.
But do you have a new snake? The species is called a boa constrictor imperator, which is so 40k sounding, yet I'm still to name her. Any ideas? Just call it,
Now, engage the console to cripple the reactor.
oh no, call it a Ravener.
When those magnetic stabilizers stop,
Just straight
prepare
up.
for rapid egress.
And then like give it like, make 2 Lego arms for it and have like little claws.
Prevents catastrophic plasma dispersal. Plasma cores are now exposed. Caution advised. Reactor critical to Lhasa. Disengage. Main hourglass runs empty. Lhasa, we're tracking your signatures. Octavio and Heraton Leader already on board. Our brothers prevailed.
I like this operation a lot, not gonna lie. I think it's the best operation they've had for Tyranid since launch. There's only a couple parts I don't like about it. I don't even want to imagine how big Space Marine 3's content is going to be. It's significantly bigger in this game, I'd imagine, because this was Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 was the most popular Saber game ever. They had a huge cash influx from this game, and they keep getting more from the post-launch patches.
Hurry! The cruiser has begun breaking apart. We will wait as long as we can.
Yeah.
Specialized wargear in action. Make haste, pilot. Brace for turbulence.
A lot of termagants back there.
For your valor to
Inferno is still your bread and butter. Definitely a good mission. Definitely not a bad choice at all. All right. Perfect. Look at that. When patch 14 should be soon, right? Should be like end of the month or early next month. Because the PTS is coming out in the next 2 weeks. Oh shit, FT's got a chat servitor. What's next? More emotes? Yeah, dude, I might actually take streaming seriously for once. Who knows? I always said I'm offering at 30% capacity. There are a lot of things I could take more seriously. That's the fun of it, right? Like mental health? No, not that. Ew. This guy really just say taking mental health seriously, dude. Dude, if you want good mental health, don't be a Twitch streamer, okay? Let's do a firepower heavy bolt rifle build. And then we'll do some weekly runs and dailies, maybe. Can you believe this guy chat saying take your mental health seriously, dude? Like, what? What are we talking about? Alright, guys, let us do it this way. We're just gonna take the... So we're gonna go max firepower on this one. We're gonna go for Opera, maybe. And we don't really need the extra magazine. We might go for the Power Gladius this time for a one-shot build. How about that? And then we'll take the Heroic Plasma. Oh my god. What is he doing? I actually find that Height and Vigor is still nice with the Power Gladius. Alright, let's go kill some shit, shall we? Mental health gets thrown out the window and the game spawns 3 biovores, responds double neurothropes. Real. Alright, guys. Where are we taking it next? Inferno. Oh, let's put on Extreme Challenge. Fuck it. You know what FC's favorite set of armor is? The size of the Emperor, dude. Decap? Nah. Decap's really boring for boss killing builds because you only get one boss, really. And the Hive Tyrant, you can't really be one-shot by a Power Gladius, which is lame. This is a build that one-shots a Neurothrope. It can do that. It can also do other things. There's gonna be another civil war in the 40k universe. I mean, technically, humanity is always at war with each other. It depends which planet you go to.
Establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolition's deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone. Captain Akaram will coordinate our efforts over box. Deployed and ready.
Xenos come observe. Their numbers are no match for our trade. Second wave headed toward us. Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead. Our tactical superiority will test their numbers. Rearming. Hostile backup on the way.
Alright, dude. What do you think is harder, high level Havoc 40 or high level Siege runs? These days? I mean, definitely Havoc 40. Dark Touch is a harder game in general. You can trivialize Havoc 40, but Havoc 40 is also something that's never been soloed at certain waves. I mean, Siege either, but Siege would go a lot higher, I feel, if like it was in the timer at all. Dark Touch is a harder game in general. Like, if you take a Purgative Staff and Dark Tide to Havoc 40, yeah, you're gonna face roll, but like that thing is like genuinely broken. If you take most builds, like there are guns that just straight up stop functioning. It's true in Siege as well, but Dark Tide just demands a lot more from the player and like personal skill in general. So I just say Havoc 40.
Battle power unleashed. Changing magazine. Hostile backup on the way. Alien bioform eliminated.
Let's use a heresy. If I had a random player tell me that Sanguinius. Okay. While I was reading that, I get grabbed. Tragic.
What a malodorous assault.
Oh, we got literally 100% of our HP back. Awesome. I mean, hard Siege now is like easier than it used to be. It was easier to get the higher waves. Cause the broken shit and like the broken shit in Siege now is like more broken than ever. All right, dude.
The galaxy is a better place with there being one less Ravager.
In some ways, I guess, because part of that's just that the timer functions differently. So, okay, I got to drop my music for this because I actually can't hear them. All right, we're just gonna restart this one. We're just gonna restart. Or restart. That was a dangerous fumble. We were hacked on that CHP, dude. Yeah. Definitely. Can it fix my parents' divorce? Probably not, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I think they fucking ruined Siege mode as far as like high wave pushes go. They were way more interesting to watch before. Like, I think old Siege was way more entertaining to push. These days, not so much. It's just like, it's literally just endless grenade launcher spam now. It already was before, but like now it is actually just like stacking. It's just stacking modifiers and stacking damage and stacking nades, which is not inherently bad, but it's definitely not as fun to watch. Because I used to really like watching the high wave Siege runs that like Hayes and others were doing, but now it's ass. Hard, you say? Use the default weapons. Siege feels like a very dramatic movie now. I think Siege feels like an arcade mode. I don't think it's a very good mode at all. I think that's also reflected in the player base for it. But it's better now than it was. It's better now than it was. I don't think anything's going to bring people... maybe the Chaos Siege mode will, but I think Chaos Siege mode is going to be disappointing. And the thing about Siege mode is it's a mode that players wanted more than they thought they wanted it more than they actually did. Because it came out, they played it for like a month, and then it never ever got even close to as popular as it was back then. They also didn't have the whole year one hype, and a lot of the players that want Siege mode don't even play the game anymore. As someone who's been covering this game since like the day it came out, I can tell you like Space Marine 2's committed players, like some of them are still here, but also a lot of the player base has just been shifting, has just shifted.
Hostile backup on the way. Second wave headed toward us. Ready against volley. Tyranids have no...
Siege sounds good on paper when you're bored out of your mind, but then you never play it when you get the chance. It takes too long. That's actually the only thing holding it back, really. Okay. Just take that for all these guys. Thank you. Guess that works. If Siege mode could be more frame rate optimized, I'd play more of that too. I think it's the length of it and the horrific optimization that holds it back. Buffalo North here to Prime. Alright, you kept that, dude.
Fester and rot. See not abomination. The tide of alien vermin storms this way. Reloading.
I will definitely play Siege more once the Chaos guys come out, though. That's always fun. I do like that you can definitely do more builds now in Siege than you used to be able to for like the general difficulty, because before getting to 25 with like certain builds just like disgustingly obnoxious. Now it's pretty. I mean, it was always doable, which is annoying.
Increasing responsibility. Synaptic servants
Okay.
slaughtered.
God, look at this.
Spore mine spotted. Tossing frag grenade.
Guardsmen or Krieg? Well, Kriegsmen are Guardsmen. They're just a regiment.
Inserting fresh magazine.
You know, it's funny that Crack and Penetrator rounds, they are here to stay as a bug perk until patch 14 at the earliest, because there is no new hotfix coming for this ever. We're going straight to patch 14 after this one, so.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination. A Xenos stealth ambush us. Battle terrain. Ravener active. Ravener destroyed. Not let it get inside your head. Changing magazine.
Guess they land. Well, he lands after I lose all my charge. It's like super cool of him, I guess. Very nice.
Have no violent tactics. Rearming.
I mean, he might just be able to damage nuke him down.
Reloading. Activating Auspex advantage.
Shit. Okay. We got stunned into that. That sucks. Kind of sucks. We would have one-shot the boss had it, like, you know, not done that shit to us. Had it not just not landed for a good 10 seconds there. The throat go. They need more blessings. I feel like it was not enough variety in the playstyle. I mean, the blessings if Siege Mode could be more frame rate and he's had more blessings. I mean, I think the blessings actually make Siege Mode worse. I mean, that's a crazy take. I think the blessings make it feel so arcadey that, like, I don't even feel like I'm playing Space Marine 2 anymore. I feel like I'm just playing some, like, weird ass arcade mode. Where it's like there's like 15 billion things. It feels like I'm playing a modded mode. That's how I would put it. That's what Siege feels like now. It feels like a modded game mode where there's just a fuck ton of shit in the game now. Where it's like, oh look, it's your 15 bajillion tech priests running around. Well, you're 3 guys. And then you have all your Locadians running around. All of them taking your frames at every chance they can. There's no whimsy, dude. It's true.
Your mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have since lost contact. First, proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the blast zone.
Do it again.
Captain Akaram will coordinate our efforts over Vox. Deployed and ready.
Thank God this class has infinite ammo, right?
Tyranids have no violence and marks that foe before it calls for reinforcements. Shrapnel grenade. And number perhaps they secretly choke our rivers with their death.
Who would win a fist fight, an Ogren or a Space Marine? I mean, an Ogren has like one-shot body slam the Terminator before with no armor at all. I mean, like the Terminator had armor obviously, but he didn't. So probably the Ogren if we're going by that. But overall, I mean, Space Marines could definitely, you know, fuck them up if we're being real. That's a bit of an outlier. Okay, we just absolutely missed the shot. Okay, bro. Oh, I love endless filters. Oh, I love all the horror. Oh, I love it all. I'm in danger. Just kidding. Just fucking kidding.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination. It dug its own grave. Reloading. We lanced that cystic Xenos monstrosity.
Alright, let's only get rid of this Ellen Throws, we'll be okay. If G was up, we are currently dealing with getting corner camped by these dudes actually. I guess we're trying to corner camp them. How did that work? Was a nightmare run? It's whatever I say it is. I didn't make that shit up after all. Well, originally I thought Absolute Plus was like a horrific name. So I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna call it a nightmare run. And people are like, what is nightmare difficulty? And I was like, okay. Oops.
The galaxy is a better place for there being one less Ravager. Artifacts.
That's so tragic. I thought we were gonna one-shot him. I only had 2 charges on. That's so tragic. That's funny, FTG. Why don't you back that up with a source? My source is, I made that shit up. Do you think all Space Marines can mollywop? Yeah, probably, dude. Utterly scammed. I did get scammed a little bit there, dude. It dropped a lictor on my face immediately. That is just robbery, dude. That is actually robbery. My biblical greed. Oh, we could turn off extreme challenge. That's always fucking annoying, but I like to do at least one. Okay, Shovels put on coordinated calls. We'll do that. Then we'll maybe do something else. Extreme challenge runs can take like upwards of like 50 minutes. They're fucking obnoxious. Where's the summoner. Bro, why can't a gunstrike be a different keybind? Because consoles. The answer is a console port. It's the actual reason, pretty much. You're facing the power of a console port, brother. Have you had the game since launch? Yeah.
Your mission is to use the stored promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm.
I'm appearing block to be different. Don't we all? Well, I mean, every keybind issue in this game is the result of it being a console port.
Proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete.
My values console, please don't sacrifice me. I don't think we sacrifice console players here. Yeah, I was a big console gamer when I was a kid. I played Xbox 360 like religiously. I have many a fond memory of console gaming. And also, the people you met on console were like usually less fucking, I don't know, how do I put this? This is a polite way to put this. Like less neckbeard. Like console people, you'd meet normal ass people on consoles because it's a more accessible platform. PC, you'll definitely meet people. They're kind of normal sometimes. Not console players or stoners. I mean, that's also definitely true. I've definitely met substantially more stoners on console than PC. You know, if you have that like that bubblegum blowing beanie hat PFP on Xbox 360, you're probably in prison now. Coke Goblin to tier 1 for 5 months. Thank you, Coke Goblin. Dude, I can't wait till it's not summer anymore, so my rooms have turned into like a fucking sauna. These are the worst times of the year, I gotta say.
The enemy
I was knocked down there using animation.
Watch out for Ravener tunnels. Remain on guard. Hostile backup on the way. Reloading. All fury and thunder. No tactics. This was the only possible outcome of that tyranny. Inserting fresh magazine. Ravener destroyed. Our adversaries are keen to lose again.
Unfortunately, PC gamers are outnumbered and thus will almost always suffer for the benefit of console players. Well, console players are also the reason we even get games like this in the first place. There's that. Because no company is going to put this much money, or most companies are not going to put that much money into like one niche player base. Unfortunately. God.
Watch out! Eurotroops seek to ravage our witness. Never lost sight of them. Ready in next body.
I would very much like to kill this guy. However, I'm being accosted by range spam. And he's spamming his one move, and oh, he animation canceled me. Oh, this bastard's good. Right, that was a fun, that was fun. What is that? That guy's playing For Honor, dude. That's the best Ravener For Honor in the entire Hive fleet. Okay. He actually spammed the one move on me. Why are we having trouble on this one all of a sudden? He actually spammed the one move on me, like the dash attack. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 times in a row, and then animation canceled the one other attack on me and immediately dash attacked me again. I come back to you getting killed again. That'd be sometimes. Well, this happened last time, or the last run I was going to do. It was the High Foods champion, dude. Could swap the map, but it should be fine. Alright, 1 second. With the currently runs in the bag, I might do them tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Friday night, I'll even be streaming tomorrow. Might be out. That's some stuff I have to do. But we'll see. You never know.
Your mission is to use the stored promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have since lost contact.
I hear the more people vote for Chaos Spawn removed in your post, like Chaos range spam is better, dude. I swear to God, Chaos hate is the most ridiculous shit in this game. The Chaos Spawn hate, they're not that hard at all. They're one of the easier enemies on Chaos. They actually make Chaos easier as a faction for like multiple builds and classes in the game.
Deployed and ready. The enemy may be burrowed in this mud.
I don't know, chat. What do you guys want for patch 14 the most? That's a question. Chaos Ops? That's not in patch 14. It's in patch 15. If even patch 15, it might even be in patch 16, you never know. The new boss, yeah. This is the best part of it. Alright, well we almost got the vote. Not see, you just want to play Chaos full time? Oh, well you're never getting that in this game. Siege mode was like the Chaos Siege mode is like their we're sorry we can't add them to ops. Here's a spin-off mode. PvP maps. I don't think anybody. I wouldn't say anybody, but I would say 99% of the player base probably does not give a shit about the PvP maps in this game.
Deploying shrapnel grenade.
Shit. Okay, run over by a Biovore, awesome.
There is a lictor sniffing around.
Oh my god, what the fuck? It got so out of control so fast. One HP in a dream. Yeah, okay. What the fuck was that, dude? Just spawned like 50 guys. I'm just going to absolute because I'm not playing, just sitting here for 30 minutes extra or 40 minutes extra to do this. We get it eventually, but by then my room is going to be 80, like probably 90 degrees. So we'll do this. We'll just go on absolute and then we'll go and do more tomorrow. We're some community runs. That Biovore drive-by? Holy shit. What's this game? It's Space Marine 2, dog. What do you mean, what's this game? How would you even find this stream if you don't know what game this is? That doesn't even make sense. We'll just go to a normal one. I don't fucking care. We got the first two. This one's just extra obnoxious on this build, I guess. Stratagem and negative plot armor is true. Who likes plot armor anyways? The Lamenter stratagem. Look away for 20 seconds and you're surrounded at 1 HP. Yeah, it dropped a Biovore that drive-by'd me and knocked me over into like 2 lictors. It was a great time, dude. It's a great fun. Every now and then you just get like the cursed final one. That's how it goes, but I don't give a shit, dude. We don't have to do a hard strat in the last one.
Your mission is to use the stored promethium in the refinery. First, proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone. Captain Akaram will coordinate our efforts over Vox. Deployed and ready.
Got a tyranny in my sights. Fester and rot. See us abomination. Frag grenade. Reloading.
Pretty good after the Salamanders update. I mean, we don't even know what the new packs are going to look like yet. All we know is we're going to have Burning Sword. Hopefully the Burning Sword is good. But I'm going to be honest, I have a feeling they're going to put Burn as much shit as they can. It's like one of the only stats effects in the game currently. You're about to DoorDash 24 donuts. Dude, fuck eating donuts. That shit's gross.
That foe before it calls for Tyranids have no life for tactics. Inserting fresh magazine.
Wow, you just execute your own guy. Cool, cool.
Their numbers are no match for our trade. Changing magazine. Tyranids repel.
You got all glazed donuts. That's nasty. What's this game, brother? How do you get here? People say that in shorts comments all the time. Like, what is this game?
Rendezvous at Mark. Alien bioform eliminated.
I don't know. You could play. How do you even get here? What's your chapter? We're Size of the Emperor right now. We are Size of the Emperor. Right, this one should be easier. Now, the heavy bolt rifle is a pretty good gun. The Deathwatch heavy bolt rifle is far superior to the firepower one that we're using right now. But that being said, this one's still pretty good. Even gets like a little weird hard strat sometimes just by yourself. Melted Bong, I guess we'll take that.
Grabbing this gear.
Okay.
Card effects. Put it down.
We were actually just fucking this up. In a row there. Gotta make sure to charge your plasma pistol as all the way, or you will just lose the entire charge on this one. Yes, we are indeed Sides of the Emperor this time, Josh. That's true. Out of curiosity, within regards to the current weekly, did Majora plus explosions give armor? No. I mean, booby trap's just its own thing. I haven't noticed that interaction at all. I also don't think it really matters much, to be honest, because they kind of just get shit on. This weekly was very easy. Okay. A reasonable amount of damage. Do it again. Sometimes they get double hit by the initial impact and then the explosion.
We live. Xenos die. Perfect power. Remain on guard. Soul probe approaching.
Balanced plasma. I mean, I would say it's even unbalanced. That's only because of the crack and penetrate rounds bug. If that wasn't in the game. Okay, he comes in swinging. Cool guy. Yeah, if the crack and penetrate rounds bug was in the game, tactical would be way less broken than he is right now. I mean, this guy's, I would say, you know, if this, it's either this or Bulwark for top 1 class, and damage is just this class. Like, this class's damage is nuts. As we just saw.
Tyrannies have no right for tactics.
What's the bug about? Well, if you swap to a bolter weapon while you have crack and penetrate rounds active, and like you shoot, so let's say you shoot a plasma shot. If you swap to your bolter before the plasma lands, you will get the 50% body shot damage buff on the actual plasma damage, because it will take effect as long as your bolter is equipped. That also works for burn, so you're getting 50% bonus damage on plasma shots. They put Auspex on them. You just cook them. Yeah, it's a totally broken interaction. It's not getting fixed. It's been in the game for 2 patches now, but I don't think it's getting fixed anytime soon. Maybe they'll do it in patch 14. It's kind of like made this class absolutely cracked. My vote goes to Wings of Flame Assault. Wings of Flame Assault is still incredibly strong, but Tactical and Bulwark are definitely better right now.
First waypoint ahead. Let us enter the camp.
The change in damage calculations made Tactical's damage kind of insane.
Reporting in. Team has arrived at the Imperial Guard camp. Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
Alright, where's the Biopore?
Diligence, brothers. We will find those codes.
Stack for output, assault for style. I mean, assault can trivialize a lot of stuff in the game too, but yeah. I don't disagree.
The lictor stood no chance.
Diligence, brothers. We will find those codes.
Okay. Okay, dude. Oh, in a piss mine? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Runs me over and knocks me over in a piss mine. What a cool enemy, dude. What a super cool enemy. More dangerous than the boss. Student driver. I thought it was the exact same thing that happened last. So, we're just gonna go to decap. Who first said decap? Yeah, you had a great idea, dude. Actually, this build sucks against that, but whatever. Great game design, eh? Yeah, the zero response knockover into an instant kill, super fun, dude. We love it. Like we just mopped the first 2, and now we're like, okay, this one. Power Gladius, Malice parry window. Oh, it was a little rough. Bro got card. That was some fucking bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Getting run over and then stuck in a piss mine. Not exactly optimal gaming.
Your mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm.
Surely fourth time something is the charm. So those first two were the different modifier.
You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment.
I was reading about the random Motherboard charge in recent Shorts comments. I don't even know if people even read Shorts comments. I certainly fucking don't. I think Shorts comments might actually be the most brain-rotted section of the internet. Yeah, in fact, you can actually tell that Shorts, there are more like people on Shorts because kids are out of school. Which tells you the general age demographic for them in a lot of cases. This.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
I might get a boss spawn trigger up here. Now we can one-shot Neurothrope on this build with multiple options, but one of those options requires them to actually land. Actually, no, we can't one-shot on this build. Yeah, the range. Let's do this. We can one-shot these guys though.
Their numbers are no match for our trading.
Here's a question, guys. What do we think is the best Bolter sound effect in this game? Honestly, it might be the Bolt Carbine. I feel like the heavy bolt rifle sounds okay, but like they're missing the real like bass. That feels in a lot of cases. A Shorts comment section can't be more brain rot than an Instagram Reels comment section. They're pretty much the same demographic, aren't they? Like mostly kids. So I would imagine, yeah. Pretty brain rotted. Wow, absolutely blessed with like HP this time. This was like the God Emperor looked at me and was like, I saw your struggles. Take this. I can tell it's 100 degrees in your room. There's a guardian relic. Meanwhile, it runs through like, oops, only armor boost. Well, armor boost will spawn out of boxes depending on what you have. Like, if you're missing armor, you're more likely to get an armor boost. How do you feel about the revilers? I mean, they're okay. I don't like really have too strong opinions on them.
First waypoint ahead. Let us enter the camp.
I'm Little Rain. Thank you for joining the Imperial Guard. welcome. That's
Reporting in, teams arrived at the Imperial Guard encampment. Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
I'm pretty sure they're all fucking dead. I'm gonna be honest.
Executing countermeasures.
Brothers, I hope you're having better luck.
Is there a better outfit in Space Marine 2 besides the Emperor Grip? I'm not so sure.
Our adversaries are keen to lose again. Changing magazine.
Diligence, brothers. We will find those codes.
Okay. Which of my tactical tech Marine Vanguard is the easiest to carry your teammates with? Probably Vanguard, just because of all healing. The easiest to carry bad people with? I would probably say Vanguard and Bulwark all the time. But if your friends are really bad, it won't really matter if they have healing or not.
Munitions here. Tyranid high priest sighted. Tyranids have no violent tactics.
But Bulwark's by far the easiest class to carry your entire team with. Tactical is the most damaging class, but Tactical is also a glass cannon.
Readying next volley. Battle power unleashed.
Diligence, brothers. We will find those codes.
Alien fire we stand.
I mean, this is ow, ow, ow.
I have the codes, brothers. Captain, demolition codes are secure. Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
Last piece of man, try out your Heroic Bolt Sniper from a month ago. Dude, Heroic Bolt Sniper is a goat gun on Sniper, but mainly against Tyranids. I miss so much. How you been, FTG? What's up, John? We are good. You're saying like Ruthless and higher missions? Well, I mean, you can carry anyone in Ruthless, really. Vanguard will play right would have the greatest chance of clutching. I mean, Bulwark and Tactical Bulwark and the Bulwark. Like, if you're not super ultra still of the game, I would just play Bulwark to go and clutch. Just Bulwark. I mean, I've seen people say that damage is the most important thing in Space Marine 2. I'm like, yeah, kinda. But yeah, I mean, Bulwark doesn't really lack for damage. Is the damage discrepancy between Bulwark and TAC enough to matter versus the discrepancy between survivability for most content in the game? No. It's not really. Unless you're trying to do some like speed run. If you're just trying to casually do a hard strat or not, just play Bulwark. Is the clutch class. FGG thoughts on Khan being dead? I don't really give a shit about Khan. I don't really like the white scars that much. They're okay.
Tyranids have no violent tactics. Inserting fresh magazine.
It's also you do more damage, you survive longer. It's also that Bulwark doesn't really lack for damage at all. It just doesn't have like top 1 damage, which is attack. But his damage is good enough to absolutely shit on the enemies in the game. Alright, if I can actually get a plasma shot off, that'd be nice. Okay, but it's gonna be hard because Neurothropes are dicks about this. Well, at least one of them with that.
Grenade deployed. Synaptic servant slaughtered. Changing magazine. Stabbing. A Xenos stealth beast tries to ambush us. A most impressive cleansing.
Yeah, ever since they lowered the Neurothrop HP, you can just one-shot them. You know, like 2 stacks. Which is nice.
Increasing responsibility. Ready in next volley. Their numbers are no match.
Bulwark has immaculate as rate damage and immaculate defense. Tactical is immaculate damage, basically no defense. It would still, like, in theory, TAC is still the best class in my opinion. But I would say, you know, if you're just telling people like what's the best class, like for 99% of players, it's just going to be Bulwark. I think it's insane to say anything else. You're just trying to give people like what should I clutch with? It's just that class.
Reloading. Changing magazine. Shot grenade. Second wave headed toward us. Alien fireball eliminated. Lichter could not vanish from my sight. Rearming. Our adversaries are keen for you.
My hammer's best use for Wings of Flame build, blocker balanced. Oh, the snipers, dude.
Inserting fresh magazine. Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
I've already for more average players, Bulwark might not be the best option in my experience. Dude, that's insane to say. Bulwark is like the easiest, it's like mathematically easy to play. A lot of players really suck at melee. I mean, all you have to do on Bulwark is just stack damage reduction. You will not die. You have a healing perk that gives you back all of your HP. Put on, okay, so take Steel Within, put on Focus Restoration, take the healing perk, put on Armored Defense, and then take Scramble Targeting, Intimidating Aura, and a Fencing Weapon, and you will just parry your way through almost every Tyranid off in the entire game. Oh, we talk about something that's easy. It's like margin for error, right? And like, what has more margin for error than a class that has 30% bonus HP with like endless ways to stack more damage reduction and HP healing and a ton of damage?
Rates of activation have been observed. The generator's handling a machine called Snake. Brain sequencing
That's
initialized.
being annoying.
Delivering payload.
Pump generator 3, brothers.
Generator 3 is discharging a regular current. Eliminates these
Good loving block weapons more than balance and fencing. I mean, they're the best weapon types still overall. At least for hard strats and ops. I mean, actually, honestly, just in general, for like 99% of the weapons, unless you're using an Argent Edge, fencing weapons do not perform very well outside the Argent Edge anymore. They're okay, but you make them work. But compared to block, dude,
That generator once more.
block's just goated.
X-axis aligned. Running on this side's will.
The first leg of this race is behind us. We must intercept a generator 2.
Instability detected in generator 2. Operator requested.
What do you consider being your main class? I only have a main class in this game. I don't think Space Marine 2 is enough like to learn in each class to like really even justify maining them. It kind of does some of them, like the Solvings of Flame maybe, but I just play all of them. I mean, I play like I play like at least 500 hours in every class in this game.
Nanometers. Blessed be the Omniscience divine precision.
Progress is progress, brothers. We are almost there.
Fair enough. I mean, like I see people talk about maining classes in this game all the time, but like you can main a class, like you just like a class want to play it all the time. Like there's not whatever skill cap there is in Space Marine 2. It's usually not coming from a class specific mechanic. It's more of a general gameplay thing.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Cryptomethium.
There's obviously some discrepancy there. Like Wings of Flame is probably the hardest animation cancel on. I purposely animation canceling every time. Or Bulwark with some of his animation canceling for like the skill ceiling and also attack, but still like you know, purposely using crack picture rounds, but still, I would say not so much.
Inserting fresh magazine. Swarm at checkpoint located. Zone through. Hostile backup on the way. The enemy receives their aid. That zoetrope is no more. Eliminate shield line. Alien bioform eliminated. Readying next volley.
All right, maybe if it actually shows up, whatever. Alright, we have to kill Williams Auspex and if he plants again.
Tyranids have no right. Inserting fresh magazine.
Now we can complete the hard strat. Probably not right now. I'm supposed to do some community runs. We'll probably do those tomorrow night or. I mean, this week's hard strat's pretty easy, anyways, but still. I will do some more tomorrow, probably. If I did them at all. But like this week, if you want a guide for the week, I do have that. This one's pretty easy to do with randoms, I would say. Like, it wouldn't be too hard to find a random group that would just carry you.
Their numbers are no match for our trade.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can. On my honor, I will ensure your mission is a success. I will hold you to that.
The Codex demands it. Watch out for Ravener tunnels. It dug its own grave.
Okay. See, this is a toxic mechanic of the game right now. I actually can't do anything to this guy. Yeah, having like linked enemies through walls, super cool. Okay. We can probably one-shot him here if we do it this way. There we go.
All fury and thunder. No tactics. Rearming.
Peak game design, truly.
My Auspex cannot even compute their numbers.
Activating war gear. Objective on the other side.
Main swarm sighted. We await your signal, Captain. Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done. I see them coming, brothers. Plenty for everyone.
Reloading.
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding.
Changing magazine.
Does this in swarm animation kills increase the kill count? Just curious. I'm pretty. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. I haven't really paid attention to the kill count in this game in a very long time, but yeah, it does. I remember that because on decaf you can take a heavy bolter and just like mow down the entire thing and not give a shit.
Behind us, brothers!
Precisely what we needed.
halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
Alright, it's kind of annoying in this spot is because the Hormigons from the main wave will still spawn on you while you're fighting the boss. So we gotta be a little careful with that.
Remain on guard. No improve approaching. The seed on Kaiba.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Buckle terrain. Rapid activity. Alien bioform eliminated. The galaxy is a better place with there being one less Ravener.
More hostiles entering engagement range.
Changing magazine.
He didn't melee me, but no. I mean, if we... Alright, pull the Hormigons come. Let's pull them over here.
Alien bioform marked.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
And a Rage Warrior here is a little freaky. I think we're at 3 stacks.
Tyranids have no life spectacular.
Better fucking pray we are.
Reloading.
Let's do a crack competitive round so you can kind of just hit fire these guys for your HP back. Whatever guy's gonna make, man.
Changing magazine.
We don't have enough stacks at all to go and like kill them right now, so we're better off just fighting off the Hormigons first. Okay, roll that into that one. Awesome, awesome.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards. Yes, Captain. You heard him.
Finally.
Rearming.
Talassa, what in damnation is going on down there? All we have to do is reach that console. We can do it!
Alright, close enough, close enough. What do you think of the transhuman physiology perk? It's really good with the plasma. This plasma has AoE on it, so kind of just like shoot into hordes.
Tyranids repelled, brothers.
Talassa, I still have 1,000,000 targets on Auspex. Explain yourselves. We will not disappoint. We have laid waste to the enemy. A fine victory. Lieutenant, Bioscience down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract.
Executing countermeasures.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready. We can make it! Keep going!
Activating Auspex advantage.
We lanced that cystic Xenos monstrosity.
Okay.
Changing magazine.
Talassa, evacuation is priority.
That is that.
Extraction complete. Returning to orbit.
It's a firepower heavy bolt rifle build. I mean, you know, being able to one-shot bosses is nice. It's actually a pretty practical weapon. It kind of sucks at the end there, because the Hormagaunts will body block you the whole time, but beyond that, not too bad. Alright guys, that is where we will call it for now. We're gonna raid DK. Let's see, what is he doing right now? I tried the head multiplier heavy bolter. I have not. Actually, I have a while back, not this patch though. Alright guys, that was all from me. I will be on tomorrow probably. If not, I'll be on Sunday or Saturday. Bye-bye.